Night night, Albie. That's I remember. Oh, terrible, wasn't it? Yeah, totally missed the birdcage. There you go. Oh. I nearly fell asleep. How you all doing? Did you have a nice day on the non-spinning stationary flat plane? Horatio's stolen my guitar again, and he left me no replacement. What? I could kill him. I could. If it was anyone else, I'd disown him. I bought him strings for that other guitar. And apparently, he hasn't even put them on that guitar. He's put them on a different guitar, which is why he didn't bring me a guitar. So we'll skip the songs and go straight into looking at human skeletons. Every day we look at human skeletons. I hope you're in a good mood. It's a 50-50. Forensics is based on the fact that there are only two skeletons in the world. Yes, there are different types of skeleton, but all people are the same. We've got the same organs, the same eyes, the same brain, same liver. You know, I just find it bizarre that they want to categorise people rather than just saying we were all created. They have to splice it, don't they? But forensics tells you the truth. Men have got bigger faces, no matter which country we go to. You're going to see the bigger face on the male. And we apply this to the living, these skeletal markers, and we get an answer because God made it a 50-50. There are only two skeletons in the world. One has an extra organ. It's called the womb. The divine feminine, she's wider at the bottom than she is at the top. The man is wider at the top than he is at the bottom. It's quite simple to see. Triangle down, triangle up, mix them together. What do you get? Oh my word! Right, let's go back. So for newbies, in general, the male skull looks like a block and the woman looks like an upside down egg. See it? Two different shapes. The man has got a bigger face. You can visually see the difference in them faces, right? Because the woman's looks like it's been pushed downward and is tighter together when I put a triangle in there. Men have far apart eyes, women have close set eyes, men have bigger noses, men have bigger teeth, men have wider dental arches to match the distance in their eyes, and a square jawline. Women have a sloping jawline and a pointed chin. Once you can see these identifying markers, you can apply it on real skulls, can't you? You can see the two differences. The square jaw versus the sloping jaw, the wider cheekbones. It's all there. The bigger nose, the bigger teeth, the bigger dental arch. Once you have learnt and memorised these two skulls, it will pay you great dividends in knowledge. When you start looking at magazines and films and talk shows, news presenters, news stories, it breaks down the liars in an instant for you. And this is why they don't speak about this. It gets barely any mention. Even in flat earth, they don't want to mention this subject. You know, because they're terrified of it, and so they should be. You should be terrified of God, because this is His creation. You are His creation, and you're lying to your brothers and sisters around the world. I find it disgusting. But there you go. Cain and Abel. To quote the holy book, it's the holy book. You know, well, it depends how you look at it, doesn't it? It depends if you have seen the kingdom of God. Or you haven't, because if you haven't seen it and you're a staunch atheist, that book just sounds like Shakespeare or an old English that you can't understand. But to quote Mark Twain always, It's not the parts of the Bible I don't understand that bother me, it's the parts that I do. And I understand that God created two of everything. That's why the animals went on 2 by 2 onto the ark. Boys and girls, simplest way of teaching us there are only two genders is that the animals went on 2 by 2. Hurrah, hurrah, didn't they? The hippopotamus, the giraffe and the kangaroo, they all went on 2 by 2. So there's only two skeletons, so you can't argue it. Excerpts of copyright material may, under certain circumstances, be quoted verbatim for purposes such as criticism, news reporting, teaching and research without the need for formal payment to a copyright holder, to the knowledge holder. We stop right there on "You make me feel so young. You make me feel like spring has been sprung." Ain't she pretty? She's got gorgeous eyes. Not as cute as yours, Nico, if you're listening. Hang on. Oh, I forgot to post a stream. 1 second, I was coming over to say hello. Hello, hello. Home. From. Pause. Copy. And paste. Facebook first. Yosh. Copy and paste. Paste. Mouse. There we go. Think. Twitter and tweet. Do. Paste. Tweet. Facebook. Share to group. Share to group. Oh my gosh. There it is. And post. Good. Done. Back. Hello people. Hello Andrew. How are you doing, mate? First in class tonight was Tubbs. John Cena. Anointed 2. Grace on Weber in New York. How y'all doing, guys? Susanna, Karen, Susanna, Alpha, how you doing, pal? Andrew just said hello. Brave, welcome to the show. Returning man, what's up, guys? I ain't got my guitar, racing it yet, so welcome to the show. Going straight into forensics, as always. She's pretty, isn't she? She is though, isn't she? Very tall girl. Look at that ironing board stomach right there. You're jealous, ladies. Ladies, are you jealous of that man? Think about it now. It's a rhetorical question. But that is the true subliminal that's happening all around the world. That women are jealous of men's bodies, and men want to have close set eyes and short arms and pigeon chest. For such a big guy, he's got a small head, hasn't he? He's got a small, pretty face, look, small triangle, really high set brows, coffee bean eyes we call them. Look, they look like little coffee beans, don't they? Even when they're not smiling. Oh, she's got gorgeous eyelashes. Do you know what it reminds me of? Him off Coronation Street. Jason, what's his face? I don't know. It's not important. Anyway, back to Flip Flopville. The Dicky Bow. Close set eyes, small dentures, high set ears, crow's feet, and she's not even smiling. They fooled us. They fooled us all. And right there. Oh no, it's just booty. I thought it was a gate. I thought it had a gate. There's one right there. Ooh, it's broken leg. Definitely flamingo look. Long range flamingo foot. It's no good to me. Let's find a 50-50. It's a little bit big. There's one. We'll take that. That's almost 50-50, wouldn't you say? A little bit above, a little bit below. Rav Wilding or Wilding. I don't know how you say it, and I really don't care. Let's see if we can find your gates for all the boys and girls at home. Ex-policeman, woman. I use the term lightly. It's a woman. Close set eyes. There's a flat earther that used to be a policewoman. Man! Are there any women here today? No, 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 no. We've been hoodwinked since the day we got here. They're all Masons. They do the Mason hands and the Mason signs. Not all of them are openly Masons, of course. Some of them are openly Shriners, Rosicrucians, blah blah blah. But that is a pair of knockers. That is FTM necrotic titties in wonky position. V-plated calves. Look how the muscles come right down into the breasts. That's what they are. That's what you're seeing. Look how see how this pectoral muscle has got a big square in it, like it's missing muscle, and that's because it's a breast, and that's a female muscle below what would be a breast. Right there. Oh, you've got to be kidding me. We saw it last night, but there it is again. If you want, I'm taking that picture. If you want to see necrotic nips at 3 and 9 o'clock, there they are. That is just a pair of knockers. You need a training bra, Rav. You really do. I'm not fat shaming. This is a woman who's had a load of plastic surgery done, and her nipples want to fall off her body. What can I say? It just don't look right, does it? Those Calvins don't look right. CK, Teddy Tree on the underwear. Of course, when it comes to understanding what this is, FTM contouring, what's his name? Dowell, is it Dowell? The Australian guy. Dowell Lyons. There you go, Dowell Lyons. Is that right? No, that's an author. Australia. Oh, it's coming up. No, that can't be it, surely. No, it's not. I can't remember his name. Hello, Ryan. How you doing, pal? I can't remember his name. He was on Big Brother. Oh, maybe I'll find that way. Big Brother Daryl, because that's where the picture. When I saw the picture of him, it's still not coming up. Celebrity Big Brother. No. See if I can't remember his name. Bloody hell. Oh, there he is. There it is. Darren. That was close. Mnemonics didn't work properly. This is FTM contouring. Explain to me the placement of the nipples, the size of the actual pecs are tiny, and how the heck someone can look like that. It's called FTM contouring. This is a very bad version of it, of course. $20,000 gets this operation completed, and you can have a fake six-pack. Is that one there as well? That's him, innit? Is that the same person? There's a meme somewhere with some Mexicans. Where's that meme? Darren Lyons. Darren Lyons meme. No, that's not it. But this is what they do to the women. Okay, look how short the arms are, how small the hands are, no knuckles, but yet this bare barrel six pack. The world's mental. It's lost its mind. It has. The world has lost. It has though, hasn't it? It's lost its mind. I was having a lovely conversation today. If you're listening, D, and that was a lovely conversation with you. We kept getting interrupted. It was getting a dead mad. Wanted some just me and you time without interruptions. But you saw with Angie, right? When I mentioned it, I think someone else I spoke to has spoken to Ange, but she still didn't have time for the subject. Because she automatically, when I brought up Jack and Amanda, she went, man, duh. And I said it like that to someone else, someone she's related to. So I think they've definitely had the conversation. So I've definitely stirred the pots of my school friends that also know this person, you know. That they have to come to terms with that they went to school with one of these people and didn't realise. And if it can happen to me from the age of 13, and at the age of 14 or 15, I don't know when it was, I get pinned down and get a love bite off a man, duh. I'm pinned down by what I thought was 5 girls, but only 4 of them, I believe, are girls. One of them was definitely a boy, without a shadow of a doubt, the one that gave me the love bite. And I'll bet you any money, if I could go back and if I'd had a picture taken of me neck, because I had love bites all over me neck from multiple girls, because it was just a thing that it was all doing to me. I was just getting pinned up against walls by girls and getting love bites. I'll bet you any money the biggest love bite on my neck. I'll bet you. I just can't remember because I had so many love bites. But I bet that was the biggest one of them all. I'll put your money on it. Because men have got bigger dental arches, even at the age of 14. But regardless of us not being able to speak freely, we bumped into a few people who aired the subject and then carried on. They didn't want to stay and listen. But you do. That's the difference, there. You're one of the people in this world that care. And I know it's hard when you've got an husband who pretends to kiss you and farts on you instead. I know how I could only imagine, but it's you that God wanted to know that this is happening, right? They'll all have to come to terms with it. They will. It's like the flat earth. Jimmy said 20 years, we're at 12 years. 8 years from now, all the children that we've taught that the earth's flat and know it's flat will grow into adults and it'll be taught to their children. That's the power of multiplication. It'll be just come accepted that, yeah, you've been lied to. But it was 20 years ago when it come out, so people aren't going to be all angry is what they're hoping. It's like boiling frog scenario. But this is FTM contouring right there. Hello Kirsten, how you doing? Hello John Daniels. E-Trader, how you doing guys? This is FTM contouring. This is a woman who's had $20,000 worth of Teenage Mutant Ninja 6-pack put in her to try and create a man. These barrel-shaped men that just, with the short arms look, they just don't look right, do they? And mastectomy scars, look how long this mastectomy scar is below there. That is a terrible job. They did a real bad job on Darren. I've never seen a mastectomy scar that long before, but that's a bad one, isn't it? Even Darren had a really bad, well, he must have had a bad surgery. I was going to say he had big breasts, but nah, that's bad surgery. That's a huge mastectomy scar. But this is what they do, right? And there's a meme somewhere. Where's the meme? Is it Mexican 6-pack? Mexican 6-pack fence. Is that the one? Yeah! Just two fat boys squashing themselves through the chicken fence. When you ain't got 20 grand, that's how you do it, fellas. Alright? Such a classic. It just really does remind me of that Darryl Lyons picture right there. That's what it reminds me of. It really does. He's a DJ. She's a DJ. Something like that. I don't know. I don't really follow it. Even when people tell me who they are, I only just barely remembered his names. I was calling him Daryl, not Darren. I remember now. Pink-haired Darren. I'll tell you what was doing it. I was thinking of I can't remember who told me to look this up. I was thinking of Daryl Dragon at first, but he's not got the six pack. It was Daryl Dragon. It was Daryl Dragon's eyes. I can't remember who told me. Was it Annie? I think it was Annie who told me to search this. My actual reaction to this picture is on Laughter is the Best Medicine video, and I think it was this picture, wasn't it, that did it? I just saw those eyes. It's still getting me now. Look at those eyes. I don't even know what to say. Bright eyes burning like fire. That is such a rounded face, such a soft, beautiful face. But I have never, in all my days, seen a woman with eyes so big. They literally look like they're out of a manga cartoon, don't they? But there you go, that's who I first was thinking of. That's why I said Daryl. This is the important Australian I didn't want to forget. Right, okay. Let's go back. So now, there's your contouring. And that's exactly what they've done here. It's a better version of it, but the boobs, they've left the boobs in, haven't they, really? They have though, haven't they? And that's not fooling me, I'm telling you now. It's not. So the odds in this picture is that the person with the bigger face, just let your eyes drift from side to side, and you'll just notice one of them's got a bigger face and a bigger skull, and you're drawn here. Because that's the man right there. Even though he's shorter than this woman, her face is still tiny, look. Close set eyes, high set ears, but this one, with his arms folded. But this one folds his arms in like a girl. That's exactly how I saw a little girl folding up a coat earlier on. She folded it up just like that. She wrapped it round her and tucked her arms in. That's exactly what she looked like. Over here, I've got quite a straight up and down body. Over there, I've got Bruce Lee's School of High Waisters. Look at the fly hole on that. Look at that zipper. That is 3 seconds in the drop. That is weird shaped person look. Why has he got such small hands? Why has he got such wide hips? They're very conscious of the bodies in certain shots. They've been taught to stand. They've been taught to walk. Finishing school, they call it in England. And they learn how to present themselves as the wrong gender. And they've got away with it for a long time. All the way up until we got taught the gates. And even when they've been taught to walk like men and women, God's skeletons, God's truth is all I can see. I can see straight legs, bony ass knees, straight legs, knees together, space between his feet. Here, I can see leg twist, I can see hip twist, I can see shoulder tilt, and most importantly, I can see a full mince, feet pointing outwards towards 8 and 4 o'clock. And there's another one from Flamingo, foot and knee looking outwards, not here though, both of them 6 o'clock. There's a man crossing his legs over. Can you see this problem? Instantaneous, isn't it? Instantaneous. That you can see them. Once you learn the gates. Over and over. Big wide feet. Knees together. Massive teeth. Huge cheekbones. The gates prove everything, folks. Don't let anybody try and tell you that they can change a boy into a girl and swap the skeletons, because you can't. A woman's always going to have a womb and a man's not. And because of that womb, her hips are wider. It causes her to create diamonds as she walks. Look at that clavicle. That must be the husband, yeah? Yeah. He was the one with the big arms in the last picture. And they're both policemen. women, whatever. Oh, what is that? Oh my gosh, she's got a big tongue, hasn't she, boys? That doesn't even look real, does it, fellas? I ain't never seen a woman with a tongue like that. You are what Eve saw in the garden, surely. Snakes. Snakes on the plane, snakes in the grass, snakes in your pants. Ooh, you touched my tra-la-la. Right, there's a beautiful one. Game over, Rav. You can't miss it, right? What's that? I can't remember what it was. There's a GIF where it shows you like someone doing Olympic walking, but doing it really funny, and that's what that pose looks like to me, like an Olympic walker walking really fast, and his body going side to side. We're done. Crossed legs versus straight legs. Rav Wilding is biologically female, proven by the way she walks, and the blokes that she's going out with. Oh my gosh, that's the boyfriend. Look at that grill. You kidding me? Women with wide dental arches. Women can have big teeth and buck teeth, but not wide ass dental arches, because when you got wide ass dental arches, you got far apart rectangular eyes. Look. You gotta be kidding me. I'll tell you what, right? You will know them by their teeth. I'm saving that image. That literally looks like the images they showed me of cavemen. It does. They look like cavemen. And then you've got this squashy face look. Look at the difference. Look at the dental arch. Look at the lack of cheekbones. Look at the space in those eyes. Ready? Take me back. Oh, don't tell me I can't go back to that picture. Alright, Scroogle messing with me. Tosh, I'm stuck. 1 second. There we go. Oh my gosh. How instantaneous is that? Did I save that picture? I did, didn't I? That is just so instantaneous. Just look at the size of the teeth. Look at the distance in their eyes. Rectangular shaped eyes on both. With brow bone sat right all the way over their head and into the corners. Watch. Oh no, it's gone the wrong way. Dang it. Forward. Forward, Peter. Still got big grins though, haven't they? That one reminds me of that person off Coronation Street. I can't remember his name. Scroogle, come on. Oh, they're really messing with me tonight. Can I go forward or not? I can. And again. There we go. Spoiled my timing, but it's right there in plain sight. I don't care what anyone says. Let's put Rav Wilding walking in, and we'll get a quicker answer, I think. What do we need? We need 2. Right, we need 2 gates. What was that? Caught my eye just for a second. Oh. Disney logo. As if doing any more shots in that. Oh, that's a nice one though. Look at those legs. Oh, I'm chicken nom nom nose. Size of them thighs. I can take that one. It's not perfect, but I like it. Oh, you are awful, but I like you. Right, we'll take the 4 gates. Rav Wilding, I don't know how to say his name. Tyrone. That was the other one. Looks a bit like Tyrone, this one. I'm seeing Dom Jolly. I'm literally seeing Dom Jolly there. Again, it's because of the soft coffee bean eyes, close set features of a woman. but not there. No, right there I'm seeing Captain Caveman. I'm seeing Fred Flintstone and Barney Rubble. Oh, I love forensics. I'll tell you what though, when I get my screen back, I don't know if it's going to change that picture. Oh, dang it, can I go? Oh, I can't, it's still there. I don't know why, but it looks like someone's chemtrailed his head. Someone's taking the heart machine off. It's affected Rav Wilding's forehead. Right, let's go back. They're really high set ears as well. She really has got a tight knit face. And I keep seeing someone else, and no matter how many times I see it, I keep seeing a tight knit face that reminds me of that face that we was just looking at. You know, the real squashy one with a small triangle. It keeps coming up on my timeline because this person's local to me. And it's also a Ratio's ex-headmaster. And I'm just like, that's an FTO, I'm telling you. She's jumping around on the beach, jumping in the sea at 5 o'clock in the morning. It really looks like a woman with a squashy face to me. I'd love some proper gates, but it could be a big dude who's really excitable and jumps in the sea at 5 o'clock in the morning. Right, save image. Do you know what? I know that God exists and I still don't want to get up at 5 o'clock in the morning and jump in the sea. But I'll tell you what, it does make me rejoice knowing that he exists. It makes me humbled that I understand the world that I'm living in. It makes me humbled that I can see these liars, these traitors, these deceivers, these wonky titties. It makes me happy that I can see them. And I can't wait to meet God. I really can't. And I said, like I said to you earlier on, Dee, imagine if we did have to live 1,000 years. But I'm 50, and imagine having to know and live through another 950 years of this and watching people not change. Oh, it would kill me. It really would. But I have hope. I really do. And my faith is that people will hear the word of God and not ignore it. I hope that the Masons added 2/3 of the world will perish on Judgment Day. I hope they added that. I hope that mankind finds salvation out of this beast system that we're living in, where girls have removed the breasts and pretend to be male policemen and then pretend to be whatever it is that he's pretending to be now. I don't know, rugby player, I ain't got no idea. An actor, that's what they all are, they're all actors. And they're all secretly transgendered, and women are attracted to their own gender without realising that's a woman in disguise. And knowing that God's real, I cannot just sit by and allow this to happen. I have to shout out, I have to scream from the top of my lungs, I have to talk to absolute strangers and flabbergast them with the truth, because that's what it does. When you show someone forensics and they start seeing that walk on the wrong body, what they assume to be a man, and it's always someone famous I'm showing them, and that's the kicker for them. And some of them are hard to take, like Kelvin the other day when I showed him. He was flying for him. Stallone, it's a woman. He accepted Stallone was a woman, but when I turned to Schwarzenegger, it was like brick wall again. No! It can't be. It is, because it's all of them. when I find a real man or woman, I'll scream it from the rooftops. But so far, all I've ever found, every request you've ever given me, including my own requests, I've only ever found a secretly transgendered flip-flop or a double flip-flop where a woman becomes a man and goes back to being a woman, or a man becomes a woman and goes back to being a man, like Elliot Page, or Bruce Jenner, or whoever. There's too many to mention. Look at the size of that face. You gotta be kidding me. It's Captain Caveman face. And again, for the reference, look at the difference. The much smaller, prettier face of a woman. I'm seeing someone and I don't know who it is. No, it's gone. Right, let's come back to what's his name? Rav Wilding. Did I get a face picture? I think I got all the gates. Reminds me of Katie Price. Oh, so whoever sent me that video earlier on where she's with a new boyfriend talking about feathers. You got any feathers down there, mate? He said it with those turkey teeth and I was almost sideways laughing. I can't believe that they've done us over like this. I'll take that as your 50-50, I think. Save image. And we're done. Rav Wilding. Did I get all the gates? I do believe I did. Hang on, I've just got to check that backfire. Yeah, I did. Right, okay. I've never understood this world. I haven't. It never made sense to me. Even though I believed that I was descended from a monkey, it made no sense. Even though there's no proof that I'm descended from monkeys, they've got missing links, or as I like to call them, missing chimps. Gravity was never proven. It's a scientific fact. Yeah, I used to say that until I looked into it. And then when you get to the theory, it's not a fact of gravity, it's a theory of gravity. And the actual book is 3 times thicker than the Bible. It starts with the word if. If. And it's unfinished. I've never read it because I ain't reading none of your flip-flop, no-nonsense bollocks anymore. I don't need to read it, I just need to look at a picture of Isaac Newton. That's all I have to do is put in Isaac Newton. Is it 2 S's, 2 A? I don't know. It's 2 A's. Mnemonics! Screw you. Isaac Newton. I only have to look at pictures of Newton to know that she's got a long face. Beautiful lips. Right there. Not looking very manly, is she? Rounded jawline. Particularly in this picture. Very womanly. I'm looking for that child's pic. There's a picture of him as a child. Look at this. Yeah, but they wore wigs in them days. Who's they? They, them. Elliot Valley. Go on, lay down. I've got a picture of Newton and someone's drag queened it up with makeup and it just looks so funny. Oh my gosh, what's going on in that picture? Do you really believe that's a man's face? Why would men wear wigs like this? I really want that picture of him as a child. He's got such an egghead. Is that him as an old man? Well, the egghead came back, didn't it, love? Look how flat that forehead is. What's she pointing like that for? Why is she doing that? Oh, look. Square and compass. You're telling me Isaac Newton was a mason? I'm telling you, they're all Masons. Caricaturists are our friends. Drew the woman's lips, the rounded mouth, the coffee bean close set eyes. Didn't give her enough of bulbous forehead, but there you go. Where's that picture of Newton as a child? Isaac Newton Young. There it is. Sorry, but that's a little girl. Final answer. Final answer. Widest in the hairline, rounded, close set eyes, high set ears, deep philtrum, small mouth, cupid's bow, sloping, rounded chin and jawline, sloping shoulders of a little girl. There's no way on earth you're going to make me believe that Isaac Newton was a man. Ever. The older pictures showed that it's a girl as well. Little lady with sloping shoulders. Everything you believe comes from these Freemasons. They've lied to us about moon landings. You only have to look at Masonic moon landing. There used to be a great song, Little Mermaid, swim, Little Mermaid, and they had some really good pictures. Yeah, if they could, they'd build a Masonic temple on the moon. Yeah, of course they would. Where is it? Oh, there you go. They put this up there, didn't they? Allegedly. The Supreme Council. 33, father. On the moon, father. Where's the car? Show me where the car is. Go on, I dare you. Show me where the car is. It was flat packed. Off. We've already done that. There's Buzz showing off a Masonic ring. Did we get a zoom in on that anywhere? No. Definitely a Mason ring, I'm telling you now, because I've seen a zoom in on it. Everyone questions the wind on the moon. Of course you do. Where's the stars? Where are your stars? They couldn't put them in because someone on Earth would have calculated their position and the nearest star to them, and then they would have mapped the sky behind them and checked it, and they'd gone, no, St. Bernard's star is in the wrong place. Something's wrong. So they don't put stars in space. Once you get above 6 miles, there are no stars. They just vanish. All you've got is the sun and moon. Just like here. Where's the one with the Masons? You divs. That's not it. No. Masonic moon landing. Right. Masons moon landing. No, that's not bringing anything up. I didn't put Masons in. 1 second. I've got a broken keyboard. Masons. Search. What's that one? That's not it, is it? No. I can't remember. It's got the lunar rover next to them or the capsule. There it is. That's what I'm looking for right there. Game over. Join the sisterhood, eh? And no one questions this, you know? How is it that all spacemen have got tic-tac shaped heads? Do astronauts have to have, the male astronauts have to have different shaped helmets? That's what I'm asking. Oh, there's the leader of the Masons, Lord, well, I don't know, is it the Duke of Kent? I don't know what he is. Look, sorry. What's his name? I can't remember. He's the richest twat in England, isn't he? She. Richer than the Queen. The Duke of Westminster or someone. I just don't care, honestly, I really don't. But they're all Masons. And everywhere I look, I see Masonic triangles. Up and down. That's why it's so nice that I've found triangles on faces. Because it's turned that Mason sign right there. I use the downward triangle to map your faces. Isn't that something now? Do you know what? I've just had a thought. I want to do a Masonic compass on women's and men's faces and see what happens. They're all Masons. They wear Masonic rings. They admittedly openly say that they're Masons. They've all got flat foreheads, wide hairlines. Look, dial M for Masons. High set ears, soft eyes, pink lips, no Adam's apples. They lied. They're all Freemason liars from start to finish. They faked the moon landings. They faked the nuclear bombs. They faked the Twin Towers. They faked everything. Every story we read and see is fake, apart from local stories with local nut jobs. They're real. But everything else, all the mainstream stuff we see is just not real, none of it. And they've done it for decades, millennia. This has been going on. That they've been faking the world. They're hiding this shape and this creation from you because you've only got one explanation when you realise that this is the case. When you realise this is what Earth looks like, or something like this, not the ball, anything but the ball, right? Something like this, whatever it is, and I don't care. The answer cannot be the Big Bang. Why would Earth be flat and every other planet be round? It makes no sense. Unless Earth is the only plane. That's why airplanes fly over the plane, on air. Oh my gosh. This is kind of what I envisioned when I realised the Earth wasn't spinning, straight away. I just saw water spilling off the edge. And I was just like, oh my gosh. And then it was like, I can't be in space, can I? If I am, water falls off the edge. It must have an edge. So therefore I'm contained. When you want to contain air, gas or water, liquid, gas or liquid, you need a container. Don't you? You can't have an ozone layer, air, and then a vacuum. It's impossible. You need a container. Everything starts to fall apart when you look at it properly, and when you realise it's all about pyramids and triangles, up and down and left and right. Novus Ordo Seclorum. Didn't Elon Musk have that on the back of his jacket at a local Trump rally just recently? Same thing written on the back of his jacket. The Secret Order has kept us, has kept mankind from any kind of progression. They've sent us back to the Dark Ages, if you want. Give us basic technologies. We think they're advanced, but I can only imagine the technologies that they've got that they're going to spring on the mass public when the flying saucers get here, and what do they call them? The Andromedans, or the, I don't know. It's all bollocks. There are no stars. There are no planets. It's just Earth, and but it's going to work on the masses. They believe in space. They believe that Elon has sent a Tesla to Mars. They do believe that there's loads of satellites floating around in space, but as soon as they get out of town, they lose signal and reception. Basically, mankind has been kept in the dark, and for some reason, it's all coming out. Now you can put that down to a rollout, which I do, it is a rollout, but you could also put it down to God's will being done on earth. that they have to tell you the truth in plain sight, and they did. And now, even though they're telling you the truth, only a few of us get it. Because of education, the brainwashing that you live on a ball, all them years that people have spent living on a ball with ball ideas and ball reality, chasing the golden carrot. That's what you're doing, right? Follow me yellow brick road, follow me yellow brick road, all the way. And then they die. Imagine the old you. Still, if I was old me and I was still doing the magic and carried on with my life, and I got to the age of, I don't know, 75, and blah de blah, I pop my clogs, and then I'm instantly in the presence of him, God, I would be derelict. Because I thought I was so smart before, and I realised I didn't know anything. Even now, I don't profess to know everything. I can't. I'm a man. I'm sure God put bars and doors in what I'm allowed to learn, because some of it will ultimately lead to chaos, like the messing of DNA. If the Bible is correct and true, and they were messing with the DNA of people and making giants, and then they started messing with the animals, well, the book says that as in the days of Noah. Well, we're right there now, that's for sure, because they're creating giant women that look like men. 8 foot tall. But the thing is, they collapse under their own weight, these giant women. I don't know why. I don't know if the men do when they do it to the men, but the women certainly do collapse under their own weight. They end up on walking sticks. I forgot what I was going to say. So, as in the days of Noah, they're messing with animals now. They say they've got snake eyes and all. I don't believe in none of this, by the way. But they say that there's a pattern in the patent office for snake eyes, make you see like a reptile and whatever. I don't know. Only if God graces them with being able to do that, would I believe that that's even possible to do. To take reptile DNA, mix it with people, and create lizards. You've got all David Icke again, Peter. No, I used to believe in David Icke, and I started to believe in reptilians, but then it just all, I can't remember. I started watching stupid videos where their eyes are flipping and they've got a reptile and they're blinking sideways like on Men in Black. and I'm just like, nah. It's just digitisation from analog to digital, and they didn't have the same receivers and stuff that they, even nowadays with the technology they got, they still get intermittent. It's because it's digital broadcasting. They get pixelated images and it warps faces and stuff. And they say the skin mask is failing. They're wearing suits, holographic face. Television screens on the faces. I can't believe any of that. I'm really sorry. I just truly can't. But they can fool us using television and screen, and they have. They changed the shape of the world. The very world that we live in, where water's level and we see it. Anybody who lives by the sea like me, or goes fishing and sees big open ponds, lakes, knows that water's level. And has never, ever, ever seen bendy water, because if the earth was bending, then the pond would bend and the water would spill out over the edges. Show me a bendy pond. The fact is that the earth is flat, and through media and television, these Freemasons, these men with close-set eyes, pink lips, high-set ears, coffee bean eyes, vertical foreheads, tiny hands, these females in disguise, who are also Masons. Yeah, you got it. They're also Masons. They lied about everything. And it's true. It really is. I can't state this enough. Nothing you've, even in history lessons and geography lessons, it's not true because they told you the world's ball, not flat. In history, they told you that King James, when it's Queen James, changed the Bible. They told you that William Wallace, two first names, WW, 33 father. This is my island. This is my island. God said I'm going to be okay, but you're pretty much. That was so funny in that film when he said it to Mel Gibson. They've changed history and they've created people to be semi-smart. And most people are semi-smart. They can operate heavy machinery, they can drive fast, they can do a lot of things. But they've taken away the ability to think for yourself. Because once you realise that the world's not spinning, thinking for yourself, if the world's not spinning, where am I? Because I can't feel the spin. If I get on a roundabout and I spin myself, I get dizzy. If I get off the roundabout, I'm not dizzy. That means I'm not spinning. Simple answers. God makes the truth really easy to see. And the world is flat. I'm a flat earther, but I just don't class myself with those bunch of flat earthers. It's like I don't class myself with those bunch of transvestigators that say it's not all of them, or say they found one. They can't prove. I wish they'd prove it. Send me proof, because you can't. Every single celebrity, including Nicolas Cage, Nick-a-less. It's girls that have become boys are then Nick-a-less. Nicolas Cage are all secretly transgendered. All of them. There are no exceptions. If I'd found one, I'd show it to you. But I can't find one. I'm stuck in Flip-Flopville, Mason, Freak Show Land, AC, Antichrist Code. I'm stuck here with you, knowing the truth. And, oh my gosh, is that a real picture or AI? Chicken now, look at those thighs. Oh, she's so succulent. She's so juicy. I'm talking about the one on the left, right? Not that bloke on the right. Don't give a flying monkeys for the ironing board body on the right. What I'm looking at is them juicy KFC chicken nums. It drives me mental, ladies, that I never noticed this before. You know, that I was never a connoisseur of the chicken nom nom until I discovered forensics. And now, straight legs are an obvious. Look at those man legs. No hips, broad shoulders, big arms. If you just look at where their elbows look how much longer this arm is to the elbow. And then, but now this one stops here, look, on both sides. What is going on there? And the big male hand, it can almost knee scratch. If he puts his fingers down, look, he's almost at knee level. That one won't even get close. It's proven by the way they walk, and as much as you might not like it, we can spot you at 50 paces now. Knees together versus knees apart. Jara, love your work. Oh, a woman walks like Charlie Chaplin because Charlie Chaplin was a woman. Charlie Chaplin walking. I always thought, I used to say, why does he walk like that? To me nana when I was little. Because she used to play it into me. She loved Charlie Chaplin growing up. And I used to say, why does he walk like that? She said, because it's Charlie Chaplin. It's just the way he walks. He doesn't really walk like that in real life. But you bloody well do, don't you, girls? You bloody well do walk like that in real life, feet outwards. Let's find some really... feet pointing outwards like a girl. It makes me giggle because my nana, I bet she's watching that. Nan, Look at those hips. I can see exactly what she is. I can see the S curve in the spine. I can see the short body and the long leg. I see the position of the feet, the small hands, the lacking of knuckles. And Charlie Chaplin's face was a belter. Once you can do forensics like that, look. Small, high set ears, rounded, close set eyes, no cheekbones, small mouth, pink lips, flat forehead. She's really easy to pick apart as a girl. There's a great picture of her boxing somewhere. Oh, actually, he was meant to be looking for a walk, and there you go. Well, there's someone painted her. And what she painted, whoever painted this picture, look, drew a diamond in the legs, knees and feet looking out at 8 o'clock and 4 o'clock, just the way I taught you. Hello, Anna Souza, how you doing, darling? You have to write, what's that? You have to write my name, what's up? Trini. He often misses me. Oh, I didn't see you. Oh, I didn't see you on the hello. Oh, was you at the start? I didn't see you. Susanna. Oh, you are there. Sorry, Trini, I didn't see it. My eyes are old, my wheezing. You did there twice and I missed you. I was blasting through the name. Sorry. Hello, Trini. I don't mean to miss you. It's just my eyes are old. Back. So Charles Chaplin has got the wide ass forehead, the very soft eyes of a girl, the high set ears, the small mouth, the rounded jawbone. It's all girl. From birth they do this, and they've been doing it a long time. There's a wide faced man looking all coy, and the girl advancing on the man, the exact opposite of what we see in real life. It's the other way around. You know, it's the man who always advances on the woman. It's very rare the woman advances on the man. Just in that stance there, I see full S curve, arm akimbo, of course, and the female gait back to 4 and 8 o'clock. There's Charles Chaplin with Winston Churchill. They've both got low mounted faces and big flat foreheads, look. They've both got really, really wide hips, look. Your nanas and granddads were just as unaware as we are. And the life they led during the world wars, and my nan went through 2 of them. I can't even imagine, Nan. Now you know the truth, that they put you through this, and there was no wars. They just made it up and killed a load of people. There was no Hitler. There was no Churchill. There was no Charlie Chaplin. They're all actors. It's just a story that we all believed. And my nana believed it, and I believed it. My mum believed it, and before she left this earth, I didn't get to the flip-flops. I wish I had. I would have loved to have shown her that Pope John Paul II was a woman. But she knows the truth. They all do now. And you can be forgiven for it because you didn't know, you didn't understand. I understand that I cannot be forgiven if I don't tell people the truth and just sit on it. I can't be forgiven for that. That's the Holy Spirit kicking up through me. I meet God and he says, well, I give you all this information, Peter. You didn't tell anyone. You got a mouth like a foghorn, Peter. Get out there and tell the world. Tell them I exist. Even if they don't believe you, tell them. And tell them with passion. Some of them will hear your voice, Peter, and they do. And they have. And for those people, that was the greatest part of doing all of this, is opening someone's eyes, not just to the subject, whether it be flat earth or transvestigations, is that you understand there's a God. To understand that they lied in everything, including the Bible. I don't care what anyone says, God didn't see the gold and say it was good. You're an idiot if you believe that. You're an idiot if you think that God told Moses and his men to go and kill children and take the young virgin daughters. Oh my gosh, get the out of my sight, you bunch of nonsense. We live in an enslaved world, and our minds and our hearts have been enslaved by monsters, demons. They are demons. Normal people don't do this to others. I don't find it a daily duty to go and lie to people. I find it quite the opposite, actually. We believed the lie until we found him. Yeah, exactly, Anna. We believed the lie until we found him, and the lie is about him. That's what you got to understand. When you understand that they've hidden him and they've done it on purpose to remove you from his thoughts, from his emotions. I'm sure God's emotional for each and every one of us that are having to go through this. But he chose us for a reason. He chose us because we were stronger, not just spiritually but mentally, to deal with this than the other people around us. And the challenges that were going to crop up, which I didn't know. I didn't know they was going to kidnap me from my house, beat me up and lock me in a jail cell and then release me free of charge. I didn't know they was going to do that. I didn't know they was going to kidnap my child off me. I didn't know that they were going to do half of the things that they've done to me. But God knew that even though they were going to do this to me, that I would mentally be strong enough to put up with it. Because I know I get to spend the rest of my eternal soul and spirit, whatever you want to call it, with Raish in heaven. Because we're one of the only people on earth that care. We're one of the only people on earth that want God back. The rest, I hope the Bible's not right and they don't care. I know when you truly see him, it changes you, because it happened to me. I know it because I've got first-hand experience with it, and I can empathise with any one of you about that. I can't empathise with these people about being changed at birth, and they are being used as puppets. There's a wicked. We're dealing with spiritual wickedness in high places, and this is not the high places. It's higher than these people. These are just the public faces that are doing as they're told. Just actors. So Ephesians 5:11 stands true. That this is what I'm dealing with. I'm in a spiritual battle for people's souls. I lose sleep thinking that not that they're just doing this to children, but to normal children, what they're telling them, turning them into fools. It just causes me great anxiety, is what it does. Yeah, exactly. They just got their fingers in their ears, haven't they, God? They don't want to listen. They don't want to hear the truth. But they've got no choice, because this is a rollout. If it wasn't, I wouldn't be speaking about it. None of us would know any of this information. We wouldn't know about fake nukes and fake planes and fake power and fake everything. We wouldn't know none of it. But they do want to control how fast people understand it. You have to control the opposition, lead them. It's where they're leading you that bothers me. When you're led by your gut instinct and you let the Holy Spirit grace your presence, you're led by a different, I don't even know what to call it. I want to call it a spirit. You're led by a different thinking. I've got no idea how to explain it to you, but it just feels heavenly, knowing the truth and knowing that you're right. I know the world's flat. I know I'm not spinning. I know I can't see 93 million miles to the sun, you divs. Any Any optician will tell you that the range of vision on the human eyeball is up to about 50 to 60 miles on a clear day. And that's with height. When you're standing at the beach, you're lucky to get 21 miles because of angular perspective and fog, air, rain, wind, all atmospheric changes. I know that God exists. I know that Satan exists because they hate God and praise Satan right in front of me. The rules of their book are to teach us everything backwards, teach them to walk backwards, talk backwards, learn everything backwards, and remove our ability to think for ourselves. And that's what they've done. Even when one person spots there's something wrong with Charlie Chaplin, the rest of the people around him say, "You're crazy, it's a man. His name's Charlie, he's got babies, there's his wife." It'll be mass hysteria. It will. If God allowed everyone to know the same information at once. Just imagine, for me, it was like being plugged into the mains, and I was hysterical about it when I realised God existed. Imagine if he did that to everyone all at once. The whole world would be in mass hysteria. Everyone would freak out all at once. Instead, it's like with beads of popcorn, and some of us popped earlier than others and freaked out. But we're not freaked out anymore, right? By the truth. You're not. We're not freaked out, Karen, by the fact that men have got manginas and women have got meat and two veg. We're not freaked out about it anymore because for me it happened 6 years ago, and when it happened I freaked out. I freaked out about flat earth from God, but I'm totally freaked out about this agenda. I mean, I properly freaked because I remembered Amanda giving me a love bite, and then and that thought alone, that means I went to school with one. How many other people around me are also lying to my face? It's a strange old world we live in. I don't blame Charlie Chaplin, the Mason, for whatever she's done. I can't cast a stone. I'm not without sin. People say, "Oh, you're condoning Masons." No. I'm just as bad as them. That's what I'm admitting, you pricks. I'm a sinner. Oh, I ain't sinned like Charlie Chaplin. But I don't know what it's like to be a young girl brought up as a boy. I can't empathise with her. I don't know if she's had a happy life or not. I don't know what sort of lives these people have. Maybe some of them like the fame, the fortune and the money that they're given from Satan. But maybe some of them are like me. Maybe some of them have got proper deep souls just like me. I don't know. All I can tell you is they are human beings just like us, you divs. They act like demons. The ones at the top might be demons. I've got no idea. But they didn't deserve this done to them either. Just remember that, the victims. Whether they believe it or not, they're definitely victims, the same as you and I are, of this satanic cult that took over the world secretly and changed the way we think about not only the shape of the world, but the shape of men and women, the way we don't look after each other. Love thy neighbour as you love thyself. It doesn't happen. It did when I was younger. The old school people like my aunties, and they're still alive, and it still exists in them, but it's going to fade. You know, that they don't know all your neighbours. I knew everyone, and everyone knew us when we were growing up. And we lived on a biggest council estate, but everyone knew who me and Paul were because of my mum. Mum's such a loud mouth, but wherever we went, everybody knew who we were. And we knew most of the people, especially where we lived. In the street we lived, everybody knew everybody. You could name every house opposite us. Still do it. Christine, Swanee, Betty, Glenn Marland. I can just name them all because they all lived right opposite me and we all knew each other and we all played together. Now, you're lucky if you know the two neighbours' names either side of you, because people just keep themselves to themselves. It's like we're not friendly anymore. When I was younger, everybody was a lot friendlier, and I know life's changed. There's all these videos of people getting beaten up by gangs of thugs and stuff. We didn't have that when we was younger. There was very few cases of that, because old school boys like my uncle and that didn't tolerate it. If they found out who you were and you were an old man or an old woman in the olden days, a group of boys would come and find you and knock the living daylights out of you for it, no matter what age you were. And one time I saw one boy get tied up by my two cousins with his own shirt. Got tied up by his shirt and pounded on a lamppost. They took his shirt off him, tied him up with it, fighting all the way through it, and then beat the living crap out of him. Tied to a lamppost. I can't remember what that was for. Was that something to do with girls' knickers? I can't remember what it was for. It was something Nancy. But they got absolutely pounded. That's the law of the jungle. That's what happens. In prison, you have to, if you've done anything to a child, you have to be segregated, because the rest of the population will nail you. They have a special wing just for nonces. They have to put them all together, because in normal populace, they just get beaten up. They don't like it. No man likes anybody who hurts a child. No man likes it. Most women, do you know what? My nana used to say, all these cases that now most of them are not real, right? Or like the Myra Hindley, all them child cases, none of them are real. But for the ones that do take real children, and it happens, she used to say, give them to the mothers and the aunties. She did. My old school nana. Give them to the mothers and the aunties. Give them boxing gloves. Put them in a room with him. And just let them beat the living crap out of him. By women. Having the crap beaten out of you by women. Well, that's what happens in nowadays lifetime. Women are taking testosterone, becoming male boxers, and beating the crap out of men. It does happen. There's a case that I've seen locally, female boxer knocking two guys out in the street, but it's not a girl, it's a boy. And I was like, that's not a girl. In the paper, that's not a girl. But she was in the paper, she was in the paper for knocking out two blokes. The violence in this world and all of the stuff that show us, it's by design. The movie, Freddy's Revenge, all this, Freddy's Nightmares, whatever, Nightmare on Elm Street. All these movies have been shown to us to lessen our reaction to seeing blood, and what I'm saying is, you find it much easier to hit or slap someone, thinking it's going to be like the movies, and that's what it is for most people. When I was in prison, I spoke to two murderers, and I asked one of them, I said, what was it like? He'd killed two guys in a pub fight, and he was only a young lad. I was 19, so he was younger than me. Jimmy was 18, and he wasn't a big lad like Gozzy. He wasn't a big lad, but he was an ox, and he'd killed two grown men in a pub fight that just started. He said they just started on me, and I was defending myself, and things got out of hand. He said I just lost my temper, and next thing I know, they were both dead. And I was a young boy myself. This is the worst part. When I was doing all that stuff, I never thought I was going to end up in a cell with murderers, real rapists. I didn't think I was going to be like. During my young days, when I knew I was going to spend time in prison because of what I was doing, but I didn't think I was gonna be locked up with real murderers, and that was my first time when I sat with Jimmy. And I didn't want to upset him because he has to go. He was going to spend the rest of his life in prison. He hadn't been dealt with. He was on remand for it, so I didn't pry too much. But I just asked him, how did it come that you just killed two men like that? And he said, I can't really remember. I was just so angry. I just lost it. And then when I'd calmed down, there was just two dead men in front of me in a pub, and next thing I know, I was arrested, and now I'm here. In hindsight, to me, that anger and everything, it's from all the movies have been shown. You know, in the olden days, there weren't any gang beatings, and no one really wanted to murder you. If like my uncle and that, you'd go outside, they'd put the dukes up, proper one-on-one, no gang battles, nothing like that. It was proper one-on-one, old school English boxing, and they had the dukes up, power tools up, you know, like the old English boxers. And they used to fight, and then that was it. They'd shake hands at the end of it, and they'd go on about the business. People do fall out, I get it, but nowadays people are so quick just to flip. And I've been there myself in this house. When that twat, that flip-flop wouldn't leave the house, I grabbed a knife. You know? But I was held up by the throat first before I grabbed a knife. The flip-flop assaulted me in my own home. But again, I could have lost my patience and gone nutty there. I wouldn't be sat here talking to you now if I had. Maybe that's what I wanted, I don't know. Well, when they came and kidnapped the ratio, maybe that's what I wanted. Maybe it was the patience of God, I don't know, that stopped me from being like Jimmy. But I didn't. I'm right here, and I've learnt that these people are unscrupulous just simply because of what they've done to me, what they did to me, landlady and landlord. What they did to that couple is rotten. That they were a nice couple. They worked all their lives, and you took it all away on a land grab, a property flip, and you do it all around the world apparently because. When they went to court over this, and the only reason they got anything from it was because I stayed in the house for so long, it dragged the court case out. There was like 20 different people all connected to this same firm that had had this done to them. So it wasn't just my couple, my landlord and landlady, it was 20 other couples from around England that had done the same story. They'd worked all their life, had a business, created themselves a portfolio of properties that they planned to live off the rent when they got older, and it's just taken off them on the same scam. It's a scam, it's a property fraud. It's legal, it's not lawful. If you had a real judge who's going to sign papers in red ink, meaning if anything's found wrong in that paperwork, the judge goes to prison for 20 years. Yeah, red ink from a judge in the olden days is signed in blood, right? It's a sign in the blood that anything found to be wrong, the judge spends 20 years in prison for not inspecting the lies properly. But they've got, like I said, they've got all the judges, all the local judges are these people, and they don't care about natural people. So my friends, that's what they are, they're my friends, have suffered greatly because of these liars and deceivers, bankers. It all comes back to money. When you realise God's real, you wouldn't want 20 houses, would you? I don't. When I realised God was real, I just wanted to be free. Freer than I am, even am now. I'm freer mentally than I've ever been. Spiritually, of course, goes hand in hand, but I'm freer now than I've ever been in my life to understand this world and know the things I know. And I'm also free to think these things, right? That's the best part of it. They want if AI could control the human brain, derp. If AI could control the human brain, how would you stop all the emotions and feelings? You can't. Even the fact that they're saying AI chips you're gonna have a Google in your head basically. You're gonna be able to access information, blah blah blah, through a computer chip in your brain. Do you know what? I'll tell you where we are. Fucking excuse me language. Effing la la land is where we entered yet again. I can't believe people believe all this Matrix and computer chip stuff. Charlie Chaplin was a little woman, look. Tiny skeleton. She was a ballet dancer as well, look. Tiny feet. My nana grew up thinking this was a man. My mum did. I didn't. You didn't. You were graced with being able to see Sydney Chaplin. Who's that? Is that another Chaplin? She's got a big nose, hasn't she? You were graced to see a different world right before your very eyes, that hidden in plain sight. Their book says also, not only will you teach them everything backwards, you'll tell them that you're doing it and you'll hide it in plain sight. And that's what they've done all the way through this show. They've told you what's going on. They've told you what they're doing. But they did it in film and they did it in movie, they did it in song. The dude looks like a lady. Well, here, the lady looks like a dude with the tiny feet. But even the big dude is a girl. All of them are girls. Let's get that right. This was the picture that triggered me into seeing Charlie Chaplin's skeleton. Was it that one there? Yeah, right there. It's a woman. Right there. That's a woman. It's really strange, isn't it, that a woman can look like a man. I forget about the MTFs. I'm talking about the FTMs. It's really strange that a woman can look like a man and make me believe that, in this case it's Charlie Chaplin, but let's say Mike Tyson, that can make me believe that the heavyweight woman, female champion in the world is actually a man. And that's what they did. They made me believe that the heavyweight champion in the world, who's actually a woman, was a man. In real life, in real time. That's a very, very powerful magic trick that they played on me. And I feel like Daniel in the Lion's Den, I really do. I feel like Daniel in the Lion's Den because I'm surrounded by liars left, right and centre. She looks pretty sad there. I know she's acting, but she looks pretty sad there, I gotta admit. But there she looks very cunning and deceiving, doesn't she? I still see a sadness though. Maybe it's just the estrogen in her eyes. I've got no idea. But whether these people, 2 3s, 33 father, look right there. Whether these people did it as puppets or did it have their own free will, I have also sinned. I haven't sinned like these people, but I have sinned. I am a sinner. I'm not here to cast judgment on these people. I'm just here to show the difference in the skeletons and how to spot liars. And right there is another female gate. I'm not looking for female, I'm looking for the male gate. Oops. I'm not here to judge these people on that. I don't know what kind of lives they've had or are living. I don't know what it's like to lie every single day. I don't know what sort of pressure that'll put you under, but I do know this. God is allowing it to happen. So if these people can be redeemed, then that'll be God's choice. It's not mine, it's not yours. I know there's loads of people out there like, they deserve to burn in hell. Yeah, the ones at the top, I agree. The ones that have hurt children, I agree. But if these are tortured human beings, I disagree. And I'm sure God will as well. If these have been tortured all their lives, and bribed, blackmailed, whatever, made to do things they didn't want to do, then that is forgivable. If they did things they wanted to do, hating children and stuff, yeah, may God have mercy and send them quickly. I don't think he's going to be happy with what they've done to their own children. That's just for starters. You've repeated the process on your own children. And Jack and Amanda are a perfect example of it. But it's okay to do this to little boys and girls, and it's not. They put you in prison for it. If they knew, if all the judges were honest men and women, real men and women, you'd be in prison for it. They'd all go to prison. If the judges were real and the judges were naturals, they'd all be in prison. All these people would go to prison. Some of the judges do play fairly, but I don't know if they're acting that part, you know. But that picture there, look at the difference in those hips. You've got to be kidding me. Look at them square shoulders, and then look at them sloping shoulders. Look at the arm hanging akimbo to avoid contact with the chicken nom nom. And look how close together these ones are, hanging almost straight. Again, I digress. Whatever it is, God's going to judge it. It's not going to be you and I. We're just mortal men and women. And I'm telling you now, I do not have the wisdom or the knowledge that God has to deal with Satanists like this. If they are truly evil, there's no escape from God, that's for sure. No escape at all. That's not a very good one, that was one better. Is that him? Abby Champion? Yeah, it is. We've got one more. Patrick Schwarzenegger. Abby Champion. There we go, we'll take that. It's a dude. Look at the shoulders, look at the arms, look at the biceps, lack of hips, big feet, straight legs, knees together, space between the feet. We're done. Is that really Patrick? Oh, Patrick Schwarzenegger. I thought it said Swayze. My mind read Swayze. I was going to say he's dead. Whatever it is that God is going to do, it'll be his decision, right? He's the Almighty One. I'm just humbled. I'm just humbled by knowing that he's real. I'm humbled by knowing that his kingdom exists. I'm humbled by knowing the truth that there is a Satan, and Satan fooled me. Fooled all of us. The Bible quite clearly states that the devil deceiveth the whole world. Oh, that is truth in plain sight, that is. But no one reads the Bible. No one listens to the Bible. No one hears the word of God. Even when it's coming from you or me. That's why we lost our friends and we lost our family. They couldn't hear the voice of God through you. But they're in for a shock, because one by one, someone else in the neighbourhood where you live, someone where you live is going to wake up. And the chances are they're going to bump into your brother, your sister, your someone else, and they're going to have the same conversation you had with them a decade ago. And your brother, your sister, your mother, whoever it is going to either react like they did with you, or they're going to ask, what makes you think that? And they're going to hear it again. And then they'll hear it again and again. I believe that God is the strongest power in the universe, and he will do his greatest to save as many of us as possible. He's God. Of course he's going to try and that includes these people. If they're savable, God's going to save them. if they haven't done the horrible, rotten things and they didn't want this life, but they had to do it, they had no choice, then God is going to free them because they're sorry, they're redeemed. Jesus said, forgive them for they know what they do. Some of these might not want to do it. And for them, I have great sorrow and anxiety for them, that they too can be free as I am. To speak freely. I'd love to speak to one of these people who truly doesn't want to be one of these people. You know, a celebrity. If Stallone contacted me by phone, yo Peter, I really don't want to be born this way. If he said that to me on the phone, you know what I mean, and told the truth, well, that would be nice, wouldn't it? But I don't know about the top ones like Stallone, but you can fool some of the people some of the time, you can fool most of the people most of the time, but you can't fool all of the people all the time. Same goes with this. You can do this to them some of the time, most of the time, but not all of the time are they gonna want to be this. It's in my head, it's a gut instinct. Some of them are forced to do it, but don't want to do it. But money, because it's all done over money, drives people to do things they wouldn't do. In it. I told you, I just want money gone, and the world will be such a nice place. Everything was free. Everything. Including your work time. You've got work for free. And then when you want something, it's free. That's nice. That's almost heaven on earth. That's a blurred picture. It's a bit big though. That's a 50-50. We'll take that one. It's close. We could have it all for free, folks. We could. If we all just got along and we all helped each other, but they divided us in gender, in colour, in religion, by nationality. They've divided us in so many ways that we can't find unity. Union. That's why they get rid of unions. People that want to do good for others, they don't want that. They want everybody to pay. Everything is sold to you. Back file. 1 second. I'm just checking if I've done this. Where are we? There. Rav Wilder. No. Nick Ross. Nick Ross? Yeah, Nick Ross. 2 first names. Nick Ross. Search. Everything's to be paid for, and there's a value on everything. And some things are worth more than others. Even human lives. Right, searching Nick Ross. I think I've done it. He's the Crime Watch dude in England. We have a TV show called Crime Watch, and Nick used to present it with Jill Dando. It was Jill Dando, wasn't it? Was it Nick Ross and Jill Dando? That's a funny case, Jill Dando. That's not Jill Dando, is it? No, that's the other one. I can't remember his name. That's Jill Dando right there though with him. Right there. I said he did. Jill Dando. And now that is interesting. Look at this. Jill Dando was a tennis player, became TV presenter. Was a tennis player, wasn't he? Yeah, so it's like I did holiday shows and all this. Looks like Princess Diana a bit, doesn't he? Big smile, huge teeth. That one there shows it better. Oh, look at that grill. Huge. And then one day, Jill Dando, the queen of Crime Watch and 9 o'clock TV on BBC, was you better not have fleas again, you scratty little sod. Yeah, you. what was I going to say? Oh yeah, so Jill Dando apparently, did he open the door like that? Is that what happened? I can't remember if he was walking back or he got on that. I'm sure he was walking back. There's the last footage of him. Oh, you stink, Marley! Whoa! Whoa! Yes, you screw up. Come on, you need to go straight out. Go and have a poo. Scruff. Oh, phew. Oh, that is eggy, doggy. That is eggy. So apparently, this TV star, these are the last steps of Jill Dando. I love these because it always gives the male gates and female gates. I've done so many psyops, murder psyops. You know, the one where he put her in a suitcase, the one where he got her on the train, and you get to these CCTV footages and it's bollocks because it shows the gates. He was walking to his door. Yeah, I think he was walking to his door as well. Look at that tic tac there, no jawline. Ah, gosh. Who's got further apart eyes? So the story goes like this. Jill Dando was walking home and I can't remember his name. That's not him, is it? That's another murderer. That's a child murderer. That's a woman. There's another child murderer. That one's a woman as well. That's him. That's the murderer right there. I can't remember her name. That's a woman as well. This is a woman. This is a man. And apparently this person stabbed Jill Dando did he stab her to death? I can't remember. Stab him to death. There he is. That's him. What's his name? Barry George, 2 first names, was wrongly convicted of, but do you know what it reminds me of? Stick a beard on it and it reminds me of the Jezebel. It really does. Especially there. Ooh. Barry George, 2 first names. Look at this. I'll prove to you it's a load of bollocks. Look. Barry George, 2 first names. Images. Is that there? That is there, but that's not the picture I'm looking for. It's like that one. Look at them sloping shoulders. You got to be kidding me. Arms akimbo. Look. Excuse me. The arms are almost diagonal line perfect to the shoulder. Look. It's that foot there. And we're done. It's a woman. Foot and knee on this leg. 8 o'clock. Foot and knee on that one. 4 o'clock. Then look at the Nana's shoulders. Look how wide she is here and how narrow she is up there. Wrong. Look how short the arms are. They don't even pass the crotch, look. You got to be kidding me. That's a woman till the cows come home. So Jill Dando's a man. Even the lawyers are women, look. This is a woman pretending. This is a grandma pretending to be a granddad. And if you don't believe me, there's the gate, look. Female gate, arm akimbo. So Barry George was meant to be a mental health patient, right? He followed this person home, Jill Dando, and stabbed him to death on the doorstep. Again, massive psyop, upset the nation. Everyone wanted Barry George dead and all of this. And then Barry George gets wrongly convicted, apparently. He didn't do it at all. So there's still a killer of Jill Dando out there. Is that what they're telling me? They didn't clean up the case and prove the points. Obviously not. But the gates prove everything, right? There's another one somewhere where he's eating a bag of crisps. Look, oh, we're done. Look at the men that are involved in this. Look at the size of their feet. It's nonsense. I've got dial M for Masons, look, in the hairline. So Barry George is a woman, proven by the way she walks, shape of the face, lacking of a jawbone, no Adam's apple. Do you know who he reminds me of? Ian Huntley. He reminds me of Ian Huntley. Look at those beautiful eyelashes. And again, the soft, doughy eyes of a woman. Barry George, the criminal, Jill Dando, the victim, all made up. Just made up stories. not real. Don't ask me what to do with Jill Dando. They say, oh, she's been sacrificed. The character Jill Dando has been sacrificed, yes. But Jill Dando, that living man right there, is still alive. I don't know where he is, probably on Xanadu or Tupac Island, whatever you want to call it. Nothing ever happens. Nothing happens at all. The needle returns to the start of the song and we all sing along like before. So they upset nations at a time, killing stars with fake deaths, and like Buddy Holly died in a plane crash. James Dean died in a car crash. It's all made up. They just removed that character. Now, did that character not want to be that character anymore and they did actually kill that person? Debatable. Very slim chance. It's more likely it's just a fake story, like the fake everything else, and the person's still alive. However, there is a slim chance that the person wanted out, so they killed him off. But only a very slim chance. I think it's like the cannibal thing. If you've brought up in the jungles as a cannibal, when you get to an adult, there's nothing wrong with eating people, right? And that's the same mentality right here, because they've grown up telling lies and all of this, it's normal to them. Again, victims, right? It's a brainwashing cult where everything is the opposite of what God said. God said he created man and woman in his image. They created man in woman's image and woman in man's image. The exact opposite of what God did. God said he created a flat stationary plane, it shan't be moved, water's level. They said that water bends and you're on a spinning ball. The exact opposite of what God said. Again, it's as esteemed as a potter's clay. That looks like Carol Vorderman. That is Carol Vorderman. Distance in those eyes. Low set, pointed back ears. And then they have a fake funeral, right? This is the bit. It's like having a fake baby. Right, yeah, right. Here we go. Right, so I think the moon bump absolutely proves that you've lost your mind. And you know that men can't get pregnant. Moon bump, search. There you go. I say this is the delivering factor in all of this that says you're a nut job. You wear a silicone belly for 9 months, pretending to be pregnant, getting bigger every 2 or 3 months till you end up on the big fat moon bump at the end. That is mental illness. That is truth in plain sight. You know you're not a woman. You can't have a baby, so you're faking it. Truth. You'll never be a woman. Stop trying to get me to call you a woman. Yeah? And stop trying to get to call me a woman, because I'm not going to, right? It's the end of the story. This shows me that you're mentally ill, right? Because you can't be a woman, you can't have a baby, and this proves that you're faking it. Here, right here, Jill Dando gets shot, and all these nut jobs go and have a fake funeral. I mean, faking a pregnancy is one thing, right? Part of the act, gotcha. But faking a death, and then all the fake tears that come along with the fake funeral, and everybody's watching, like when the King of England died, Queen of England died, and they had the big procession from, I don't know, was it Scotland to London? They marched that coffin all the way through England, didn't they? From one end of England to the other. And it's a big fake funeral. He probably is dead, but he probably died yonks ago, I don't know. But when it comes to these people, the ones that are faking the deaths midlife, yeah, bollocks. Look at the state of that. That's a dude. Oh, that's definitely a dude. Jill Dando's cousin. He looks like Caesar out of Planet of the Apes. He's massive. He is. He's a brute. He's an absolute brute. What's his name? It just says it's Jill Dando's cousin. You didn't even give him a name, fellas. I don't know what his name is. Apparently, they all refer to him as Jill Dando's cousin. My coincidence is clear. Jill Dando's murder says Barry George. They're all dudes. They've all got man skulls. I'm stuck here in Flip Flopville, where they lie about everything, including celebrity murders. And all the policemen have got eggheads, lot. And the solicitors, and the friends, and the family, apparently. Oh my gosh, that's a belter, mate. I don't know who you are, but that's a belter of a 5-head. Innit? Jill Dando's brother. Not with a dial M in her head like that, it isn't. That's Jill's sister. I've had to say this a few times now. Shut up about my head. It is normal. It is a nice head. It does not look like a sodding tic-tac. You'll know them by their 4-heads, 5-heads. You'll know them by their grins, by their gaits. You'll know them in so many different ways, folks. I love forensics. I really do. Nothing beats it. And that's why they've kept us all from it till last. Because when you know forensics, you know liars. And you can pull mainstream media stories apart in seconds by using the very traits and skills I've given you. Let you scratching at the door. Are you done? What are you looking at? Is he gorgeous? Is he handsome? Go on, beat it. Rubber dubber dubber dub. Thank you. You want to lay down? Are you going to lay with Daddy? Okay, I'll let you lay with me. Right. Where are we? Right. So, Tic Tac head on the right. This is apparently Jill's sister. If someone could explain there, I wish that was a big picture. Explain the 4-head proposition here. We've got major problems with the faces. Jill Dando, I'm sure I've covered him, walks like a man. And isn't dead. As far as I'm concerned, proves me wrong. Because that's a liar. She's a liar. The murderer's a liar. Princess Di, Cliff Richard, 2 first names is a liar. They're all liars. Why would I believe anything that Satan's minions told me? Yeah. I don't know. I wouldn't. But there you go. Jill Dando, Darren Lyons. What started that? Devil Wears Prada. Oh, it was Nick. Oh, it was Jill Dando. Was it Jill Dando? Nick Ross. Have I done Nick Ross? No, I haven't. Right, Nick Ross. Let's have you. Big flat forehead, close set coffee beans, small dentures, no jawbone. I don't quite like that picture. It's too small. Wait, let's see if Nick Ross has got any walking pictures, because I'm sure I've done Nick Ross. If I've done Jill Dando, I would have thought I'd done Nick Ross. There's no gates. Yeah, he's got no gates. Let's go to the top there. There's a couple. Let's have a look. Ooh, from Flamingo. Barely see it. I want a full mince. Shame. Yeah, that's why Nick Ross isn't on the list. There's no gates. That's it. That's my lot right there. Apparently just not famous enough. I'll tell you what, whoever that is, she's got an egg-shaped face, hasn't she? You got no chance of passing, love, no chance. It's my hair, Marlo. It's all clumped together like your ears were. I've let my hair down for the first time in ages. I had it tied up at the back because it was getting in the way of everything. I've got such curly hair. Right, we're done. Nick Ross, 2 first names, got no gates. I'll tell you what, I'll give you a second chance, whoever requested it. I'll put Street in there and see if Nick's got anything for us. I don't think she has. No. We're done. Yeah, we are. Just skip Peter. Skip. We're skipping. Done. Next. Dawn Neeson, journalist. Oh, that's a fella. On the cheekbone alone, that's how you're a man. Size of that eye socket. Images. That's the picture that got me. Oh, it's gone small again. It's a big cheekbone now. Shiny big cheekbone. Look. Large, low set ears, just like mine. Is that him there? You got big shoulders, haven't you, mate? I've never heard of this person. What is he, a journalist? What, he reads the news, or he's a news reporter? A proper, what do you call him? I don't know, press officer. No, not a journalist. Is that what they call him? No, a reporter. That's what I meant. Dawn French. Oh my gosh, she got a big head. Oh my word. Look at those cheekbones. Aben Holmes. What was that big ooh-ah that Aben Holmes had just recently? I can't remember what it was. It was something to do with this, wasn't it? Can't remember. He gobbed off about something. Something just caught my attention. Where was it? What was that? What is that? Is that a hat or his hair? Did someone drop that on his head? Is that his hair? I can't tell if that's his hair. It looks like someone's put half a mop, just dropped half a mop on his head. That's his hair, is it really? That is weird. Right, let's go back. I need a picture of your face. That's a little bit big. What's that? That's about 35, 40. It's a little bit big, that one. It reminds me of Denise Van Outen there. I'm seeing Denise Van Outen. Look at the size of them shoulders. Linebacker. 33. Was it really? I wasn't paying attention. Agent D, what's up? Do you know what? I might take that one, even though it's a bit big. Let's see if we can find his gates. I didn't even check, did I? Dawn Neeson walking. Oh, Houston, we have a problem. It's not happening. No, we're leaving. See you later, Dawn. Next. Kate Nichols, singer. Never heard of it. Laugh a Bit Longer. Is it what? Is that the song? Never heard of it. Oh, this ain't happening. You got no chance. Yeah, it's not happening. There's a few Kate Nichols apparently. What's it say at the top? Let's have a look. Royal correspondent. No, I don't even know which one you wanted. I'm assuming it's the royal expert or royal correspondent. I'm going to go for that. Kate Nicholl. Oh, that's a dude. Royal correspondent Kate Nicholl. There we go. Yeah, this is a dude. Where do you want me to start? Those eyes? We're done. Oh, wow. Do you know who he reminds me of? Who's that dude off the Superman who played Lois? Terry Hatcher. That's who that looks like. Terry Hatcher to me. He's got a big face. That is a big triangle, that's all I'm saying. 50-50 me? It's a bit small. That's bigger than 50 and that's about 40, 60-40 that, isn't it? Give me a 50-50 on that face. That's better. That's a bit big. Oh, who's that? Who's there, Marlo? Who's there? Oh.
Right.
Alright.
I leave my headphones here.
Oh, you might have done.
I really fucking hope I did.
Did you go upstairs?
No.
Oh.
Oh, there. Yes.
Are they?
Yes.
I'm so happy for you. Was it expensive?
Yeah, 90 quid.
Oh.
Well, to me, that's expensive. But
Oh yeah, no, that's expensive.
got offered another gig. Me and Cam are just networking ridiculously quick because people they think we're brilliant or whatever. So I've got another gig at Willys. Well, he said one-eyed Willys though, which I'm guessing is
So, restring the Taylor, give me that, and then you can keep that one.
Dunno. This is a dodgy one. Big J-word Gallagher has gone and scammed.
Where's my capo?
It's in the front there. If you pull it out of the compartment. There you go. Yeah, I met the guy who owns it.
Ouch.
His name's Cap Grimwood. That's his name. I think he's a mason. Looked like one. He was and what? Yeah, he was offering us loads of gigs and that. He was like, do you want to come to Willys and that, play at Willys? Get you on, pay you on and that. I was like, maybe.
Pay you?
Yeah, and he was offering, when we were talking to him...
how much was he going to offer you?
Well, no, he wasn't offering us, like, he didn't give us a set sum, but he was like, you know, you might have to mute your mic, I can't say this one live.
Don't want it.
Now, yeah. It's
No,
in
no.
440.
No, that's alright. Just put that back up there for me then. Tom. Look at him all excited to see you.
Probably going to have to borrow this again on Friday.
Oh, I'm going to nick it off me.
7.
So I'm not going to have a guitar again on Friday.
No, we'll be there late this time, so... We're waiting all week to do the Lloyd's gig though, so... Oh, I'm buzzing.
How long did you play for?
We did quite a few songs. We did, I don't know, we did at least 8 or 9. It was open mic, so we did rotations. There's a guy in there called Alan, brilliant guy. He's dead funny. He's dead quick-witted, and he's quite old as well. He's got hair like you. And he was like, I was on my way to work the other day jogging. Well, I wasn't jogging. I was sort of flying. I was jogging, and I wasn't jogging. I connected with the floor for a good minute and a half. And he had like this massive It's proper funny. And he was talking to us, and he has like a Taylor. He has a really good Taylor guitar. It's like a 410 CE or something like that. It's really good. And I was like, can I have a go on your guitar when I go up? And he's like, yeah, go on. So I had a go on it. Feels just like our Taylor. It was really good. So I said, you might have just inspired me to buy one of these after my first wage or something.
Yeah, and then can I have mine back?
No.
Why? Don't be greedy!
No, it's not greedy.
Give me it back!
Get your own!
Give me it back!
Get your
I
own!
won't be able to afford one! Give me it back!
Well, then I'll get you one. I'll get you a better one. But
I don't want a better one, I want that one. That was the one I asked God for and he gave it to me. I said I want an expensive guitar, but
and then I got it.
For it.
And then I got it.
Yeah, I gave you it because you didn't have any guitars. Now you've got loads of guitars.
Yeah.
And you're still coming and getting that one when you've got my Taylor.
I'll think about it, yeah, because I can't plug the Taylor.
Give me it back.
Maybe.
You can have that one.
See you later, puppy.
See you later, mate.
See you in a few days.
Oh, look at him. Hey, do you miss him? He lives with his girlfriend all the time now, doesn't he, eh? He's run off. He's going. Rish. Was it Rish? Oh. Oh. Oh, mate. Oh. You're alright, mate. He'll come back and see you in a couple of days. He always comes back every couple of days, doesn't he? Eh? Right. Where were we? So, we're looking at Royal Correspondent. I'm guessing it's Kate Nichol out of the 3 of the faces up there. I'm assuming it was this one. Who's that? He's got a big head, hasn't he? Oh my word. Look at that bowling ball skull right there. Huge face. Same problem, look, with Megan and Harry. Look at the dial M for Masons in a little tiny narrow forehead. We've got this one. I need a face picture at 50-50. Give me Gates thereafter. Yeah. I like that. Oh, I think I'll take that as your 50-50. I will. Right, we're taking that as a 50-50. Gate shopping, if he's got any. That's good. His penis shows in this one as well, doesn't it? I've seen that video. Someone slowed it down. It was straight after the other penis video. But his penis shows in that dress. Is that it? Oh, we're out of pictures. Walking. Yeah, it's not happening. Yep, no pictures. We're leaving. Next. Ellen Johnson Sirleaf. Sirleaf? That's a strange surname. Ellen Johnson Sirleaf is a Liberian politician. Liberian. A Liberian politician. I want to say librarian. Liberian politician who served as 24th president of Liberia. Right. So look at him. He's got big teeth. First noticeable male trait is the teeth and the jaw, of course, to go with those teeth. Oh, tell the world you're a Freemason. Do you know what? He wears a lot of baggy clothes. Let's go straight to walking. Let's not waste my life here on this one. Oh, walking. The baggy clothes might not show gates. Let's have a look. Oh, they do. Let's have a look. That's one right there. George Bush, game over. Tell me, which one of them's in female flamingo for? How fast is forensics? I really love it. We're done. That's a man. Ellen, what's his name? Ellen Johnson Sirleaf. Failed forensics on the first gate picture. George Bush gives her away, though. Is that another one? I don't know if it is or not. I think it might have been him. Is that another one? Oh, it is. Is that him there? Rwanda Kagame joined President Ellen Johnson. Yeah. Another one. Don't it make you sick that you know that they're doing it in every nation? They're doing it to every single people in the world is oppressed and tyrannized by these deceivers, these Satanists, these con men, these illusionists. Oh my word, which one of them's got the female gate? I'm taking that bit. I'm definitely having it. And he's in, he looks like he's in Egyptian colours there, doesn't he? Is that black and gold or blue and gold? Can't tell. What is that? Is that real? What's going on there? I can't understand. What's going on there? I'm so confused by that picture. Is that what the jab did? That can't be the same person, surely. What's going on there? That is a very strange picture. That is him, right? I don't know if it is. That almost looks like AI's done something there, maybe. Let's go back. Harry got an hair transplant. I don't know. If they did, it was a good job. I don't think you could transplant hair like that. I thought it looked all thin and wispy. It doesn't quite look right. That's what I thought, but I could be wrong. Oh gosh, we're out of pictures. I got 3 though. Oh, it's not giving me that one. Is that an X picture? What's wrong with that? Why can I not have that picture? Save image. Oh, it's a large picture. Do I have to click on it? Oh yeah, it's X, that's one. Elon won't let you have the picture unless you go and look at the picture. It's awesome. Wants all the views he can possibly get. Even that, 800 Tesla stocks down, 800 million in it in a year. So they say. A lot of bollocks. It's all contrived. Why am I going back? My bad. There we go. Back again. Third. I did say that, didn't I? I did. Right, we just need your face. I like that one actually. Let's go forward. We'll take that one. 50-50 me. And we're done. Ellen Johnson, President of Liberia, is a man. Thanks for playing CSI. Next. Carrie Mulligan, CM, Teddy Treefighter. Carrie Hannah Mulligan is a British actress. She has received accolades, blah, 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 blah. I don't know. I'll check the back file quickly. Teddy Treefighter in the boy's name. Is that you, Albie? There we go. Searching. Whilst it searches, we'll have a look at Carrie. Neck, shoulders, wide eyes. Oh, definitely neck and shoulders now. Look at the state of those clavicles. Till the cows come home. It's a man. He's got a neck like Ulrika Johnson. He looks a bit like Ulrika there. Short, blonde, Swedish hair. I'm tempted by that picture. I think I should just take it for clavicles anyway. I will. I'll take it for clavicles anyway. Let's find a 50-50. Because that's just a little bit small. There's your 50-50. We'll take that one. Gates. Oh, back file first. Oh, it's been done. You're too late. You're not searching my back file properly. Next. Been done. Next. David Lee, another English footballer. The other David Lee. Chelsea goalkeeper, Lee Bolton Wanderers. All three of them are coming up. I've got that one. It's this one, isn't it? Essex lad, David Lee. That one's the one I'm looking for. Very feminine. Looks like Kajagoogoo. Fate dealt blow. Chelsea. Is he a Chelsea player? No. Essex. Yeah, Chelsea. I'd expected that to be him. No? No, that's not him. Goalkeeper. It's not the goalkeeper. Bolton Wanderers. That's the one I've already done. I've done that one, the ball led. Right, it's not even coming up. There's no what I can do. Essex lad, David Lee's career. Who did he play for crying out loud? He played for loads of people. Why is he not coming up? Oh. Yeah, he's not coming up. Right, we're done. Next. Keris Matthews. I think I've done Keris Matthews. CM, Teddy Treefighter. I think I've done two first names. I think I've done Keris Matthews. Paste. Come on, work it out. Whilst it's searching, we'll go to Keris. I'm sure I've used that picture with the app. That one. Cat's eyes, weird looking face and mouth, massive smile, huge triangle right there. I don't know. Back file, still searching. 50-50 me. I'm sure I've used that one as the picture. That looks like Stephen King. Oh my gosh, weird looking woman. Back file, come on now. Is it there? Still searching. It reminds me of that supermodel. What's his name? Not Jodie Kidd. The one off X Factor. I can't remember his name. Reminds me of him. He's not there. Keris Matthews hasn't been done. Really? Right, straight to walking then it is, because that's definitely a dude. I can't believe I haven't done Keris Matthews. There's one. One. There's two. That's no good. I've got that one. What about this one? Three. 4. One more puts you in the crapper, Keris. And there it is, that one there, hopefully. Oh, it's covered up. One more. Oh, I know there was one there. What was that on? Yeah, we'll take that. And we're done. Cerys Matthews, easily proven as a man. I do like it when I find the gates real quick. Saving the image. Do 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 do. Do 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 do. Bless me. So, Cerys Matthews, 2-foot. Tell the world you're a Freemason without telling the world you're a Freemason. Cerys Matthews fails forensics. It's a dude. But then they all like, I could have sworn I've done this person. I like that better. It's a little bit smaller. Oh, is that a bigger version of it? No, it's not. We'll take that one then. I like the fact that I can just go to any celebrity, even if I haven't done them, and just pull them apart in seconds. Ryan Starr, American singer-songwriter, never heard of him. Ryan Starr Kulczynski. There's Ryan Starr Records, major record label. Never heard of him. Images. Hello, Red Brown. How you doing, chicken? We're done. I've had to say this a few times now. Shut up about my head. In fact, let's have Callum preach it.
Hey up, and welcome to Callum's Corner. Now, I've had to say this a few times now, but this is the final time that I will say this. Shut up about my head. It is normal. It is a nice head. It does not look like a sodding tic-tac.
Oh, but it does. And that was one of my first markers when I started looking at FTMs and realising they existed. It was the Tic Tac. It was the 5-head. It was one of the first noticeable things long before I learnt the gates. And I didn't learn this from the other teachers. They didn't teach us about 5-heads. They didn't teach us about rounded, close set eyes. They didn't teach us these things. I had to instinctively learn slowly through looking at pictures and books, and eventually it was animals that did it when I could see the size of the faces. I was just like, oh, it's so easy. Well, it's not so easy. It takes a bit of practice doing the skulls, but once you get the hang of the male markers and you know the male face is bigger than the woman's, it just jumps off the page at you. It really does. Was the reverb on that? Was there really? Sorry. Right, let's come back. So, she reminds me of that one from the Egyptian films, The Mummy. I can't remember his name. He's a South African actress, whatever his name is. That one. Not Billy Zane. Billy Zane's American, right? Yeah. I saw a video the other day with Billy Zane. You know that one where Michelle Obama's on a TV show and they all stand in the corridor going, we got Michelle Obama. Michelle Obama's in the house. We got Michelle Obama. Have you seen it when they're doing that? Well, I was doing it with Billy Zane, and Billy Zane come mincing round the corner. I was in bits. I was like, look at you, you mincy cow. This one reminds me of the other actor though. I can't remember his name. He's got a South African accent like this. Well, I can never remember his name. What is that? There's a big face man. Let's go back. We're looking at a soft faced woman who's got Getty Images up the chisel. He looks like David Blaine. Is it David Blaine? I've seen it. It's David Blaine a bit, I think. Maybe someone else. Yeah, he looks like David Blaine a bit. Should I take that as a 50-50? It's a bit small. I do like it though. I like that one as well. No, we'll take that one. More squarer. We'll take that as your square face and we'll go in gate shopping. Oh, this ain't happening. Ryan start. Let's have a quick look. Walk in. Oh, it's not happening. We're leaving. See you later, Ryan. Not happening. See you later. Angela Roru. Roro. There we go. Angela Roro. That's who we're looking for. Roro. Angela's got a big set of teeth. He's got rectangle shaped far apart eyes as well and square shoulders. Images. Is that him when he was younger? Sid the Sloth Eyes. Iceberg straight ahead, Captain. That's a dude, final answer. Oh, look. Tell me you're a Satanist without telling the rest of the world you're a Satanist. Just remember, they will stick their eye. The only thing he's missing is the winking of the eye there. Toss it. They love to show you what they are. Size of that mouth. Huge dental arch. They love to show you what they are. In plain sight, hiding it, of course. He's just putting his hands on his head, that's all. You're so paranoid, Peter. Really? Why is she doing it again then there? I can't see any gates. He's not famous enough. Let's have a quick look walking, see if we've got him on that. Oh, we might have one there if I'm looking. Look at the left one with a tight crutch. That might be him, but it's not a good shot, is it? I can see a space, but for a newbie, they're just not going to understand that. Oh my hair is so... I swear down that's a dreadlock. I've got a dreadlock in my hair, I swear. Oh my word. That'll teach me to not let my hair down. I want to cut it all off. I want short hair again. Raish. Right, we're done. There's only that one gate and it's not good enough for me. It's a dude, wide-faced dude, solid rectangle eyes, broad shoulders, wonky titties, but it's not happening. There's no gates. Next. Elise Matsunga. Shot and dismembered her husband, Marcos Matsunga, 33. So both of them are. Elise is 33 as well. 33 father and threw him in the Yoki Food Company. Made it her husband and shoved him in the food processing plant. Well, starting with that neck, I'm done. That's a man. Final answer. I don't even need to see his gait. I'm telling you now, I do not need to see this man's gait. Short, wide, sloping forehead, far apart eyes, wide-ass cheekbones, low set ears, almost down to the mouth, and a square jaw, even though it's a little bit chubby. The neck is what gives this one away. It's just way too big. What do you reckon that neck is? 20 inches? That's massive. Whoever that is, he's got... Oh my gosh, is that him there? No, that's him sat down. No, is that the solicitor? He's got a bigger head than him. Elise Matsunga. On that neck alone, I say it's a dude. I'll take that as your 50-50. On that neck alone, is that the wife? My husband. Let's have a look at the husband. Oh, we're done. She's got closer set eyes, the Chinese woman on the left. Is he Chinese? I don't know. I'm just assuming he was. He looked Chinese. Have we got a gate? Is that a gate right there? Let that be him. Elise Matsunga. I don't know if that's him. He's massive. He's a honey monster. That's not a good gate shot though. Even though it's male. That's not a good gate shot. Is that them on the wedding day? It looks like Donald McIntyre and his mail order bride. Let's go back. He's got a huge neck. He really does have a big neck, this one. There's no gates. I don't even think that's him. I think that's his brother or something. Right, let's go to walking. It's definitely a dude. That's him there though, in the white. That is him. Give us gates on that shot there. Nothing. Suzanne van Richthofen. That was a big band. What was that? And there's no gates. There's nothing I can do. There's just this little bit of footage here. I don't know if that's him. It's not. It's dark haired. I can't tell you. There's no gates, but it's a man's face. That's a big head. That's a big triangle. And that right there is a massive, massive neck. Huge neck. Man neck. Male neck. We're done. Padre Fabio, priest. Ooh, onto the priesthood. Padre. So look at you. You got soft eyes. You got small dentures. Fuzzy Wuzzy was a woman. Final answer. That's a woman. Final answer. The rounded glasses do not help your case any. They really shouldn't wear the John Lennon glasses, should they? They should like kind of wear some type of oversized glass, like a man would have. Wide, big eyes. Ouch. Oh my! I'm still trying to get this dreadlock out of me. Right. Okay. Is that it? Oh, I thought that was it. Alright, I've got no gates, that's for sure. It doesn't mean there aren't any, but it's less and less likely I'm going to find one the further I get down this list. Father Padre. He ain't got no gate. I'm just going to go to walking because I'm wasting my life at this point. It's not happening. We're leaving. Oh, maybe. What was that? Come back. What was that? Is that him? No, I don't think it is. It looks womanly though. It really does. Short, tight body. We're done. Wasting my life next. Nicholas Trevigiano, I don't know how I say it. Supermax, Duke Window, Yakuza Princess. I don't know any of these films. Sorry, Nicholas. Images. I told you I haven't seen a good movie forever. He's a priest as well. He's not a priest as well, is he? Or is that just a picture of him with a priest? Alright, let's have a look. I say that's a woman straight away. Close set eye, small mouth, high set ears. 50-50 me. That's not him. Oh, we're done. You got no chance, I'm telling you now. Walking. Yeah, we're done. It's a woman, final answer, but there's no Gates, not famous enough next. I went, oh, are we at the end? We might be at the end. Hannah Cooper, maybe not. Norm MacDonald, I swear I've done Norm. Carl Pilkington, well, that's definitely on the list. Why would he be up there? Clavicles, alright, let's get rid of that. Oh, I looked at Carl Pilkington the other day. Let's get rid of that. Rex Harrison, yeah, that one wants to be up there. What's that? Jerry Adams, let's get rid of that. Let's get rid of that. Oscar Pistorius, I've done. Oh, we'll leave that one up. We'll have another look. And that one. Oh, that's it. Go on, give us some requests if you want to play. Give us some requests, guys, and we'll do them tomorrow. Have I got some from Facebook here? I think I have. What are these? No, it's TV monitor. That's no good. Juan Carlos the First. Oh, we do have some. Grab these. Jordan Love. David Vincent. I know David Vincent. Tracy Vincent. Tom Araya. I swear we've done this one. You're winding me up. Chapel Roan. Chapel Roan. Clive Palmer. That one's definitely been done. Judy Muscovitz. I don't know what that one. Javier Yoge, someone. Johnny Adair, done that. Stephanie Manda, I swear we've looked at that one as well. Rachel Reeves, I've done. Carla Peters. Oh, go on, let's have a look. Robin Goff. I don't know. No pictures, you got no chance. Jason Chambers. JC Code. Jesus. There, I'll get with that. That one. Frederick. I swear we looked at that one as well. Keep asking me for the same ones. Because they don't watch the show. If they watch the show, they know I've done the investigation. And there's no pictures. Right, let's come back to class and see what requests you've all written in for me. Where are we? Starting just there. Gerard Lavin. Gerard Lavin. London, there we go. Next. Where am I now? Marlena Shaw. Is that a request? You didn't put my name next to it. Marlena Shaw, it knew what I wanted. Marlena Shaw. Dimity Douglas. Dimity Douglas. Is that two first names? Australian swinger. There we go. Dimity. Next, Sweet Daddy Sicky. Sweet Daddy Sicky. Was he a wrestler? Must be. Right, where am I now? Back up. I've lost you all. There it is. That's where we were. Ben Murphy. Ben Murphy. Did I not spell it right? Ben Murphy, American actor. There we go. Ben Murphy. Where was we? I've lost myself. Pete Jewell. That one. Gotcha. Right, next. Where am I now? Archbishop Stephen Cottrell. Have I not done Stephen Cottrell? The bald-headed one, Stephen Cottrell. Oh, maybe not. He looks a bit like Dara. Michael Blanc. Is that Michael Blanc? Yeah, it is Michael Blanc. Michael Blanc. Michel Blanc. Michel Blanc. He looks like Sean Ryder. He looks like Sean Ryder. Louis Theroux, been done. David Essex, been done. Andy Jussie. Andy Jussie. Jassy. Egghead. Next. Anna Bergman. Anna Bergman. There we go. Padre Marcelo Rossi. Padre Marcelo Rossi. That's the one. Next. Paul Danan. I think I've done Paul Danan. I think I'll put it in because I'm not sure. That said, go back, resume browsing. I'm sure we've done it. Where am I now? Davina McCall, been done. Narinda Kaur. Narinda Kaur. Kaur. There we go. That's what I'm looking for. Narinda Kaur. And now where have we gone? I've lost you all again. Narinda Kaur, there we go. Ray Wilson, Scottish singer. Ray Wilson. Marcus Mumford. Have I not done Marcus Mumford? The name rings a bell. Marcus Mumford. Lou Costello, been done. Les Claypool. Les Claypool. Let's play call. Mark Carney. And I've not done Mark Carney. I swear I've already done it. Mark Carney. Where am I now? Shelley Duvall. That's from the Mad Axeman, isn't it? Shelley Duvall. I swear I've done it. Big teeth, long neck. Yeah, that's been done. Next. Zucchero Fornicani. Oh my gosh. Zucchero Fornicani. Fornicani. Oh my gosh. That's the one. Closer eyes. Next. Anthony Michael Hall. I swear it's been done. Anthony Michael Hall. I swear it's already been done. It's already on the list. Next, Vanessa Feltz. I'm sure she's on the list. I'll put it in, but I know I've done it. I'm sure I have. I'd be very surprised if Fatty isn't on the list. Very surprised. Right, next. Where am I? I've lost myself again. Shelley Duvall, Zuccarino, did that one. Coleman Domingo, there we go. Sasha Luce. Gotcha. Next. Connie Rove, done it. Definitely done it. Jamie Ray Newman. Jamie Ray Newman. Kelly Barrett. Kelly Barrett. Next. Prunella Scales, done. Coleman Domingo. Coleman Domingo. Domingo. Brian Lee, Japanese actor. Brian Lee. Oh my gosh. Keyboard. Brian Lee. There we go. Next. Seiji Shogo. Seiji Shogu. Seiji Shogun? No, Shoigu. Oh my gosh. It's not finding it. Oh, it did there. Gotcha. Seiji. That's right. Right, Seiji Shogun. Next. Okay, I'm going to stop you right there because we've got plenty up there already. Right, let's go back. Where was we? Coleman Domingo. Ryan Lee. There we go. Found you. Sonia Cassidy. Sonia Cassidy. English actress. I don't know that person. Storm Huntley. Storm Huntley. Storm Huntley. Next. Storm Huntley. Maria Cardi. Maria Cardi. Oh, that one. Internet star. Harry Houdini. Been done. Harold H. Corbett. Steptoe and Son. I swear I've already done it. Harold H. Corbett. I know I've done Steptoe and Son, I'm sure. He's on the list. Next. Michelle Girolami. Oh my gosh. Michelle Girolami. There it is. Big triangle. Next. Kelsey Parker. Kelsey Parker. Ben Lovett. Ben Lovett. Ben Lovett. Dakota Ducheva. I've not done that one. Dakota Ducheva. Yeah, we just did that one like last week. I swear down that's been done last week. You gotta be kidding me. Where am I? Ted Dwayne, two first names. Ted Dwayne. Close set eyes. Ted Dwayne. Where am I now? Gil Brother. Gil Brother. Gotcha. Victor Bout. Have I not done Victor Bout? I swear I did. It's a Russian, isn't it? Victor Bout. I swear that one's on the list. Next. Nadia Bujolin. Nadia Bujolin. Oh my gosh. Gotcha. He's got a big face. Nadia Bujolin. Marcos Duval. Marcos Duval. Marcus Duval. It's not happening. You got no chance. I'm telling you now. Absolutely no chance. Where am I now? Caitlin Bennett. Caitlin Bennett. That's the one. Caitlin Bennett. Sergey Lavrov. Sergey Lavrov. Sergey Lavrov. Heidi Alexander. Heidi Alexander. Search. Heidi Alexander, two first names. Kevin James, two first names, been done. Alex Pereira, been done. Erin Hayes. Yeah, Erin Hayes. Why are you not finding it? Tossers. Yeah, that's not happening. There's nothing there. I doubt anything's happening. We'll have a look. Bear Independent. Bear Independent. What is that request? Bear Independent. Bear Independent. There you go. It's actually real. Okay. I'll let you have that last one, John Hage. John Hage. Close your eyes, we're done. Back to class, there we go. What time is it? It is... I don't know, I can't see. Why is... Hang on, wait. It's the other way around, you divvy. Why is that not there? Oh, there we go. 2:44. Go on then, I'll call that a night. I've had enough. I'm going to go play some Call of Duty. Just remember, God loves you, thinks you're amazing. He wants you to know that you were born in an inside out, upside down, back to front, tipsy, topsy, turvy world. Thank you very, very much for watching, students and forensic anthropologists from around the world. We'll catch you tomorrow night. Good night.